Hey y'all. Hopefully, oh man, I should have shared it. Hopefully, I get enough people in here to have a good conversation about what I want to have a conversation about while I open these packages. Because I want to get y'all opinion. Let me share this live out real quick while we wait for people to come in. Let's see here. Lexi, give me some room. Just go ahead and lay down in your bed. Lay down in your bed. Go lay down. Go lay down. You don't have to be up here. It's not going to be enough room for you, okay? Thank you. Okay, let me see. Share this bad boy out. Hey, Chris! I miss you, Chris! You just been missing the action, girl. You have been missing in action. I'm just trying to share it live on my community wall, see if that might help. Let me set a goal here. I'm going to set a goal, and then I'm going to share it. Okay, let me do that for that amount of time. And do this. I'm so happy y'all came on here because, wait, let me share. Let me share first. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay, create a post. Join in this conversation because I got something I want to talk about while I open these packages, y'all. Do y'all open stuff like soon as y'all get it? I noticed that this is what I do. I order it, and because I have Prime, I know it's going to be there in a minute. Or like if they have other options, like it can come in less packages in 2 days. I'll be like, I need it tomorrow. I'll do all of that. But then when I get it, it's like I throw it to the side, and I'm looking like, why do you act like you have to have it right then and there when you're not going to open it for probably sometimes weeks? I'm so bad with that. So do y'all ever do that? Oh, let me get this so I can see. Do y'all ever do that, or is that just me? Let me see. Y'all, I only have 2 likes in here. Now, I know I should have a like from Good Food, from Callie, from Chris. Now, that should be 3 right there. Brianna's 4. Come on. Who is that? Let me see. I got to try to pronounce the names right. Let's see who we got in here. We got Chris. Came in the building first. Thanks, Chris. She said, welcome. And everyone, please hit that like button. Squeaky is here. Hey, Squeaky. How you doing? Squeaky Loudhouse. Brianna is here. Hey, Chris. Hey, got my friend. Let me see. Micheloa? Oh, Mick. Can I call you Mick? I don't want to say your name wrong. Mick, hello. Welcome into the live. Thanks for coming over here. Let me see. Grand Rising, Callie said. Hey, Callie. Aboriginal family. Hey, Good Food came in. Let's see. I did like... Thank you, Brianna. Welcome in, Mick. Good Food said, I like the live, but I walked in. Thank you, Good Food. You know we can depend on you. What you go do is support. Let me see. Welcome to the TNT Family Show is in. Good morning. Gamma would, let me see. Oh, with Gamma's World. And your first time? TNT, I think you've been over here before. It's been a long time, but I think you've been over here before. Hi, Lopez. Or is it Lopez? Thanks for coming into the live. Y'all I want to have a conversation. Yep, I'm from Poland. You can call me Mike. Thank you, Mike. I don't want to say your name wrong. Thank you, Mike, for coming to the live. All the new people who are in here, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. But after you subscribe, you got to come back. Like, it don't make sense. It makes sense, but it don't make sense. Like, yes, people can be like, okay, subscribe. They can be like, okay, subscribe. But I want you to come back. Go check out my other I probably got 2,000 shorts and videos and lives out there. Go pick something you like. I do some of like everything. Like it's a lifestyle content creation channel. So like it's some of everything up in there. You got to be something that you like up in there. Make sure you come back. Okay, let me see. Brianna said, my friend, I support your channel. You do, Brianna. You definitely do. Chris said, welcome to It's Gamma's World. Please hit that like button and make sure, if you don't do nothing else, make sure you are a returning subscriber. Okay? Let me see. Sandra made it there. Hey, Sandra. TNT said, okay, yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a while. Hi, Chris. Martinez Jr., how you doing? Thanks for coming to the live. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you come back and you subscribe. Subscribe. Okay? Let me see. Chris said, hey, Sandra. Welcome to TNT Family Show. Said, already subbed to you. Yes, you already subbed. Thank you. I appreciate your subscription. Let's see. Brianna said, hey, Chris, you're so gorgeous, Chris, she said. Y'all, I got all of these packages sitting up here. Look at this. I got all those packages sitting up there. That's what we're gonna open, y'all. But while we're opening them, I want to have a conversation. My cousin sent me something. She lives in Texas, right? She sent me something that said there's a bill, and I think it's called Senate. What is it? Senate Bill 379. Let me get it so I won't tell y'all the wrong thing. I think it's called, yes, Senate Bill 379. Is it anybody in the chat who has heard about that bill? For Texas, and this is for Texas. Anybody in here that heard about that bill? Hi, Ty. Thanks for coming in, Ty. I appreciate you for coming in. Thank you, Chris, for those 30 jewels. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you for that. Hey, Just with Mandy. I have not seen you in forever. How you doing, Just with Mandy? Thanks for coming in. Let me see. TNT says, yes, I have a major 4-hour surgery on my arm about a month ago. Okay, I'm going through a healing process and it's really hard and rough on me. Okay, I hope you feel better soon. Keep working at it. You know, when you have those kind of surgeries, it takes a lot of work to, you know, get back to where you were. It's been a while, Just for Mandy. I got to get over there. Check out your stuff. Thank you, Jess. Let me see. Thank you, Good Food, for the 20, no, 30 jewels. I appreciate y'all. 60 jewels. Let me see. I think it's 6. They make 60. Wait, no. They didn't add. Oh, they better add Good Foods on there too. Because Chris sent one. Good Food sent one. Let me see. Brandon said, get my friend. I love your shirt. What does it say? It says love. It says love. Let me see. Hey Mandy, Chris said. Good Food said, I haven't heard it, but I'm listening. Okay, let me let you know what it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, because you're in Texas. You're in Texas. Thank you, Good Food, for that another 10 jewels. I appreciate you, Good Food. And Chris. Thank y'all. Okay, Chris is welcoming everybody in there. Oh my, Good Food said another 10 jewels. Thank you, Good Food. Welcome to the TNT show. Say good morning to you all in the chat. Chill Will is in here. Let me like that. Thank you, Chill Will, for that $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Okay, so y'all. Okay, it's called Senate Bill 379. Y'all know I don't be really into politics, but my cousin sent me this and it caught my eye. So it is a bill saying that if people get food stamps, they cannot use the food stamps on basically what they consider junk food, like chips or soda or candy or cakes or things like that. I think it's supposed to be some really overly processed foods. And I want to get y'all's opinion. We got 17 people in here. I want to get y'all opinion on what do you think that means maybe for you? What do you think that means for people you know? What do you think that means for the community around you? And what is your take on it? I want to know if you agree, disagree, really doesn't matter. What's your opinion? Let's talk about what's your opinion on that Senate Bill 379. It's called Senate Bill 379. Yes, Chill, Will, and Good Food. Yes, Chris said, thank y'all. Renee reacts in the building. Hey, Renee. Renee said, hey, Gamma. Mine's in chat. I enjoy your content. Oh, your informative shorts are my favorite. Thank you, Renee. When y'all say stuff like that, I just be like, because I really don't pay. A lot of people, last night I was on CC's World Live. And she was like, keep doing what you're doing. People think your content is boring. Don't worry about them. And I was like, y'all, I know it may seem that, because some people might be worried about it, y'all. But I don't be paying no. Sometimes when I get the comments, if I ain't got nothing to do that day, I'll entertain it. Then some days I'll just erase it. Then some days I just like it because I like your opinion. Your opinion could be so different from somebody else's. And if your opinion is that you don't care for the channel, I keep explaining to people, it's millions of YouTube channels out here. It's millions of them. So I can never say that I'm going to turn on YouTube and be able to like everything that I see. So that's totally understandable. Like, I don't feel bad when you say that. I just say, well, let me help you out. Like, what you do, you go to the 3 dots. It's going to say, do not recommend. And then you click on that. And then you don't have to be worried about being bored or uninterested. It works out for you. I'm trying to give you something that works out for you. Because for me and my channel, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on going because it's not boring to me. And if it's not boring to one other person, then I'm good. Then I'm good. I think I'm doing okay. If out of billions of people, I caught the attention of one person, I'm like, yes, you doing your thing, girl. You doing your thing. So I don't be bothered by that. So when I hear people like Renee say stuff like that, I'm like, thank you so much, because I knew it was one other person out there that liked it. I don't care what it is. Listen, I watch YouTube channels that have people literally, their channel is about them sleeping. So they get in the bed, they curl up under cover, and they let that camera roll all night long. And that's their content. So therefore, I feel like there is a lot, and then the views be viewing. So therefore, if they can get at least one person to watch them sleep, and if I could get one person to see me when I wake up, I'm doing good. Then I got a whole YouTube channel. That's the name of the game. Absolutely. So thank you for that, Renee. You know, I definitely love your content. You know, I love your content. So talented. So doggone talented. This girl got so much talent. I'm like, Lord, I just be struggling with the little edits I do. She be out of this world with it. Okay, let me see. Got my friend, love your hair. Thank you, Brianna. Good Food said, yes, I heard it. Okay, wait. Oh, we gotta get back. Y'all know I get off topic. Okay, hold on. Okay, hey, Renee, child. Chris said, Good Food said it's on the house floor and takes effect. Oh, if it's passed, it takes effect September 1st, Good Food said. Get my friend, you're funny and makes me laugh. Okay, Renee said, hi to Chris. TNT said, do you know that I have that? And that they let me get candy on my card. And Reno also was different. It was different in different places. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry, but can you explain what are food stamps? Okay, food stamps can be called like Quest, EBT, and different states I think it's called different things. And what it is that the government gives out for people who are in need of it, that meets the income requirement for it. They give them free food. Well, it's not stamps like paper anymore. It's a card. They give a card to those people, and they are able to go into any store and buy food. And even some states allow you to use it in restaurants. So that's what that is. Okay, Chris said, Gamma, can you read the bill again? I think it's called Senate Bill 379. And they are saying that when they already passed the part of it, they're looking at passing another part. This is in Texas. Some other states are putting it out there too, but this is just what my cousin said because she lives in Texas. And so she was like, my cousin texted me and she was like, this is crazy. And she texted to me and I looked at it and I listened to the video and I was like, well, in my opinion, if I'm honest, I don't see anything wrong with it. For one, I'm coming from a place where I don't need no cookies and cake and ice cream and all that kind of stuff. And my grandkids are nowhere near having a weight issue, but I don't want them to have it. And so, like, when she sent it to me, she was like, that's crazy. And I understand and respect her opinion because people think of it, like, deeper than that. They think of it as this is a start to try to control and try to say what people can eat. And they don't want that, over them. They're saying that we should be free to eat whatever we want. But if I'm honest, I'm thinking, like, maybe if my parents or my family members would have forced me to eat better when I was younger, I wouldn't be in a position that I'm in now. Like, it's sad, but what's wrong with saying we want you to have healthy foods? They're not saying we don't want you buying expensive foods, like if it's going to be like seafoods or like I think steaks are really high, or if you think about the foods that are really high or oxtails or something like that. They're not saying that. They're just saying overly processed foods, cakes, cookies, candy, stuff that is not good for anybody. I don't even care if you work for your dollar. It's not good for nobody. I don't care if you 100 pounds. It's not good for you. So in a way, I really, y'all let me know what y'all think, because y'all can have good points. If y'all disagree, you still can have a good point and I can see it your way. Okay, Chris said, get my cake. Okay, just send those hearts. Chris said a summary. Okay, yes. Good Food said, it's really hard to get food stamps here in Texas anyway. They ask personal questions. For example, what kind of car you drive? How much is it worth? So the program will definitely alive itself. Well, definitely want alive itself. Okay, Chris said, welcome to the channel. Brianna said, got my friend, today is Monday. Yes, it is. Chill Will said, I feel you got my, do you understand what I'm saying? Chill Will. Oh, unalive itself. Oh, it's going to unalive itself, you think? Okay, tell me why you think that, good food. Welcome to TNT Family Show. I should have go live together so I could at least have one other person. I gotta start going live together, y'all. I'm gonna start doing that more too. Okay, TNT said, don't worry about what other people say. Just keep pushing and being you. And oh, maybe that's what Chill Will was saying. I feel I'm definitely gonna be me. I never worry for 1 second. I don't worry for 1 second. Just a matter if I want to be like entertained by it. If I'm bored, that's what I'll do. Then I'll be entertained by it. But to worry about it, not for one flying second. I promise you. I promise you I don't. If I did, you wouldn't see me out here. I did. What it does is make me go harder, really. So I need those comments to say, oh, they said this is boring. Let me give, or oh, this is not interesting. Let me give 10 more of that because then maybe that'll get you away from my channel. So all it does is encourage me. Every time I get one of those comments, I just be like, oh, let me go harder because I'm real petty and irritating too. So I think like, oh, let me really put it out there. Let me really put it on hard. So all it do is make me go harder. And in turn, get more views, and in turn, get more money. So, like, all of that. That's what it normally do, so that's good. Good afternoon, got my chat, Celeste said. Bye, bye, y'all. Okay, Renee said 100. Yes, Chris said yes. We love Renee. Yes, we do. Yes, we do love her. Let me see. Everybody is speaking. Renee said thank you. Sweat said, hey, Renee, we asked. Brianna said, got my friend. Sorry for asking a million questions. So sorry. No problem, Brianna. Good Food said, the way this country is moving is really tiresome. Stressing over something you have no control over. I don't never, and I'm the thing about it, like, I'll have some conversations for political views, but not many. And then I don't get into it because it is stressful. For like years ago when I tried to like indulge in it because my family is so heavily into politics, that I tried to indulge in. I was like, why do people even care about this stuff to this degree? Because it was like really stressing people out, and like having on the news where people were like having mental health issues because of what was going on in the world and all that. And I was like, I don't need nothing stressing me out like that. Literally politics, relationships, careers or jobs, nothing I let get me like that. If it start looking like you moving me to where I'm having any anxiety or like it's dealing with my mental, I will just drop it like it's a hot potato. That's it. That's all. So I don't get into politics like that, but it's just interesting when some things come out, then I want to have a conversation. But other than that, I can't let these politicians, because they're going to do what they want to do most of the time. I always feel like they're going to basically do what they want to do. I'm not going to give you my mind in the meantime. So, like, no, you're not going to stress me out. I'll do what I can do. I do believe in voting. So, I'll go out there and I'll do what I can do as far as that, if that's even real. And then at that point, that's all I really am going to do with it. So that I hear things like from my sister or my mom where they tell me the highlights. They know to just tell me the highlights. Don't start telling me all about all that stuff they want to do. When they do it and when it impacts me, let me know. If it's something I can do to try to prevent it, let me know. But all that in between, my mother will, excuse me, she will keep news on from the morning to the night. I'm like, Ma, you want that in your spirit all day long? Like, even if you check in, if you are interested in it, but all day long, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I don't know. I'm never able to do it. But because I really feel Good Food that I don't ultimately have any control over it. But sometimes people think like that's our problem. So many people like you feel like they don't have any control over it. So that's the issue too. I could be the issue, right? Okay, let me see. Renee is saying, hey, that's direct. Good Food said they're trying to do away with the program. The 379 program? That's what you mean, Good Food? You mean like do away with which one? Just having food stamps, period, or do away with the program saying that you can't buy those kind of processed foods. Okay, TNT Family Show said my card is from Aetna. Oh, that's the name of insurance. Aetna Insurance. And they have gave me money for food and money for over the counter. Okay, that's different. Okay, so that's different from the what do they call it? Food stamp. What do they call the bill? I don't think they call the bill food stamp. maybe they call it food government assistance or something. I don't know the exact words that they use, but it's like another word for food stamps, of course. Okay, Brandon said, get my friend, what's your favorite pets? A dog. Love you, Tracy Anderson said, good morning, and from Vegas. Hey, Tracy. Good Food said, it's going to hurt the grocery stores. It's definitely going to hurt the grocery. Now, that I can say, I didn't even think about that point. Good Food, yes, it is going to hurt the grocery stores. It definitely has to, because that's a big portion of, I'm sure, what everything in the grocery store has a place of what people want to buy. It's going to hurt the grocery stores. Okay, let me keep reading before I give that opinion. Okay, Coffee said, hello, Gamma and chat. Hey, Coffee. Thank you for those 10 jewels, Coffee. I appreciate you. Mike said, oh, in Poland, we have, okay, let's listen. Okay, in Poland, we have $800 plus. Country gives people with kids $800 or like $200. Maybe he's saying like $200 for us for raising a kid. We also have what is that? Caritas, which is giving people in need free food. Oh, okay. So in Poland, instead of it being like just like food stamps, they actually give people who have kids $200, or maybe it might be per kid $200 for raising the child. And then they also have something that gives people that need things free food. Like if they need food, they give them free food. Okay. That's how they do it in Poland, Mike. Chill Will says, it's a bittersweet situation. Maybe so. Maybe we should say that, Chill Will. That's a good way to put it. It's a bittersweet situation, but I agree to a certain extent, because living healthy is always a plus, right? There are healthy sweets as well. That's what I was thinking. I was like, but ultimately, isn't it saying that and like I said, it's not saying expensive foods. Like, you know how sometimes I've seen people have conversations, they're like, people shouldn't be able to buy crab legs on it, or they was buying shrimp on it. Like, I've heard debates about stuff like that, or buying the highest steak, or buying the, most expensive meats, and they had an issue with that. Now, that I can see, if you're saying, like, how you going to say I should have lower quality things because I'm in a situation or whatever. But I cannot get saying that I should be able to have, not that you can't have it, but I should be able to use this money for things that's going to ultimately have, not always, that could possibly have the potential of me getting sick later in life, or in my life now, my children getting sick. Like, I don't like I always tell you all the time, it's very seldom in my house that I buy my grandchildren chips, cakes, or cookies. Like, literally, they might get that. I might go ahead and break down and get it like maybe every other month I might get something. And they are excited when I get it or whatever. But my purpose for not getting it is because I don't want to create health problems for them that they might not stumble across until they're 30 or 40. I don't want to contribute to later diabetes for them. I don't want to contribute to future possible weight gain that may lead them to obesity. I don't want to contribute to it. So therefore, if my daughter, because she does give them things like that, if their mom is giving it to them, then I feel like that's enough. I don't need to be a third party giving them more of that kind of stuff. My position, they're already seeing their grandmama obese, basically. They're already seeing that. That's an example that I should not be putting before them. So the least I could do is try to be a role model in other ways. So they are interested in fruits and vegetables and salads and eating healthy. It's days where they can say they got a taste for a burger, and I'd be like, okay, I go get them. I go get, because my daughter doesn't keep it from stuff like that. So I came to the realization there's no reason for me to try to keep it from him. But there's some days he'll be like, no, I want a veggie burger. And he'll say, no, I do know I have an option to get a burger, but today I want a veggie burger. So therefore, stuff like that, when I can just implement some things, like here, they know they're never going to get any soda over here, so they don't ask for no soda. They want water when they get here. They crave water when they get here. And so I feel like if a child is in a household and it's soda, because the parents drink sodas or the grandparents may drink sodas, the child is more apt to get addicted to sodas as well, because that's what's in their environment. So I go out of my way to try to make the environment for the kids as healthy as I can, because they are already put in positions where it's not. They're going to go to stores where this is. They're going to go to people's houses where it is. They're going to go to their parents, uncles, aunts, friends, and it's there. I don't want to be a contributing factor. So that's my reason. That's my reason. So I'm for it. I'm like, yes, help me keep my grandkids healthy. Help me get my behind in order. Help me do whatever. Like, if anybody has any like suggestions, I'm always taking them. I might not do good and keep up with it, but I try to keep up with the suggestions. And believe it or not, over the years, I have made a lot of healthier choices. I might mix that with the cookies, and I might mix that with the cakes or whatever. But I still thinking like, well, shit, you'd be 600 pounds if you would have never stopped doing that or this. So at least you're not doing all of that no more. So I'm just trying to get the good out of everything. And even though I know 95, 99% of the time I can do better, I still try to implement things that are good for me. And a lot of the things that are good for me have become habits. So let me see. Let me go back up here. Okay, wait, let me go back up. Dang, I lost my place. Let me see. Poland we have. Okay. Chill Will says bittersweet. It's always a plus. Living healthy is always a plus. There are healthy sweets as well. Yes, you can. It's so many things that you got. Like, I just learned that I like Hershey's dark chocolate, zero sugar. I couldn't believe I ordered some. I can't wait till it come in. I think it comes in the next day or two, because I am a dark chocolate lover. I am a dark chocolate lover, and I'm not putting my chocolate down. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna have to do. I don't have to. I can minimize how much I have it. I can minimize the days I have it. I do have it, but I'm not giving up my dark chocolate. So I bought the dark chocolate from Walgreens. It was so expensive, like the little minis. It was like maybe like 8, 10 of them in there for $4.99. I was like, I can't do this. And I started looking for like stores that might have it on sale. I'm like, I'm not even getting ready to try to get that addiction. So no, I'm not getting ready to do that. So I looked on Amazon. They had like a 2-pound bag for $19.99. I was like, that would last me probably for months. I'll get that because it's cheaper. Y'all know I'm always trying to save $1. It's cheaper, and then I'll have it. I don't have to shop for it. I probably got to get no more until after the summer. I can put it in my freezer because I have to have it cold. But it's zero sugar, and I can now have the zero sugar dark chocolate versus the chocolate with the sugar in it. So yes. Okay, let me see. Chris said, wow, Mike. Good food. Coffee said hi to you and Renee. Let me see. Everybody is speaking right there. Love me, Tracy Anderson. Thank you for those 10 jewels. I appreciate you for that. Chris said, devil's advocate here. Good. Yes, I love devil's advocate. Okay, devil's advocate here. Why should anyone dictate what someone eats, what one eats, just because they make less money? And that's a good point. But that's a good point. Anybody in the chat, y'all respond to Chris. My point is, I don't think it should be based on because you make less money. Because I feel like Oprah should not be eating the cakes, the cookies, and whatever. I feel like Tyler Perry, if he know what's good for him, he shouldn't be eating all the cakes, and at least a very, very, very minimal part of it. Maybe what about this? Would this be fair if they said, say you get $100 a month. If you get $100 a month, you can only have 5%, 10% of that being of those kind of foods. Would that be fair? Now, that's kind of a fair thing to say. Only so many of the dollars that you get. Say if you get $500, only $50 or only $30 can be spent off that card into those kind of foods. That would be fair. Now, that would be fair. Now, that I can see that. I can see something like that. Tell me what you think about that, Chris. And that's not based on just because you make less, just for the fact that here, because when you eat those kind of foods, it can create so many other health problems. So being so, we're going to do this because later on we don't have to spend out even more money in medical bills, putting you on different machines or giving you different medications to fix what those cookies and cakes and stuff like that actually cause to happen. But let me know what you think about a percentage of it, Chris, because I'm not thinking just for food stamps. I want to be an advocate for somebody who, from coming from, and everybody's not overweight and they have to worry about that. But just because you're not overweight does not mean that those things don't do your body wrong. It don't mean that. It just means that you're going to be little and have some of those issues. And all of the issues is not obesity that it causes. Like your body does not need sugar. Like when people have cancers or whatever, that's why they tell them like to try to get off sugars because sugar feeds cancer. Like that has nothing to do with the amount of money that people make. It has to do with this is what these foods are, that's what it's doing to our body. And the processed foods, all the things that they're putting in there is doing stuff to our body. And it's not based on how much we make. It's based on what the foods are doing to our body, regardless of how you get the food. Okay, so let me see. Chill Will said, yes, that's what I was saying. Our TNT family post. Wait, did I miss it? My card, the insurance. Oh, that's what you were saying about her insurance card. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I know Tracy. Thank you already for that, Tracy. Was that the same 10? Thanks again if that's the same. Thanks again if it's not. Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah, that's the same. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Hey, Jamaica Queen Lifestyle. How you doing? How are you? Okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing really, really good. I'm trying to get to these packages open, but we're having a conversation about a state here in the United States, Texas, that has a bill going out. They're trying to pass the second part of it so that it can become a real thing about people that receive food stamps or like government assistance for food, not being able to purchase things like candy, like things that people consider junk foods like candy, cakes, and cookies, things, soda, things like that. Chris said people need to understand history. A certain demographic of people start behind the starting line. If America is the land of opportunity, shouldn't everyone be given an opportunity? Kristen says she's being a devil's advocate. She feels like what I said before. Dang, I left my place again. What I was saying before, how people feel like this may take away their rights. Like you're saying that is, I think Kristen says she feels like it's something deeper. Like, yes, they may be, am I right, Chris? Chris is saying they might be starting with saying that that's what they're doing, but actually trying to take the rights away from people. And that could definitely be, I don't even want to rule that out. I guess I'm just coming from a health part of it, not necessarily the political outcome that could be the beginning of. I think this was what Chris is saying. This could be the beginning of some mess, basically. But I'm just talking based on a more, just from health. Like, what is best for you? Like, is that really bad for somebody to say, no, you have to take this money and you have to buy healthy food? Because that's what they say. You can go to the store and buy anything you want, but if you want this money, we want to promote health for it. We want, in exchange for us giving it to you, we want you to feed your family healthy. That's what I'm getting out of it. That's what I'm getting out of it. Good Food said it will pass here in Texas. You think it's going to pass? In Texas, just stack up on all. So the Good Food will say that. Good Food said if y'all getting it, listen, it's going to pass here in Texas. So if you got the stamps, don't worry about the healthy stuff right now, she said. She said, take your card. Stack up on all that stuff right now. Then you ain't got nothing to worry about for a long time. You ain't got to worry about it. Just box it up and then worry about all that healthy food later. But get the goods right now. Good Food is a mess. Good Food is bad. Let me see. Chill said, hello, lovely Tracy Anderson. Lovely Tracy Anderson. For myself, that the back injection goes well for me today. Oh, pray for myself that the back injection goes well for me today. Tracy Anderson, I hope that you have a great experience with whatever your back injection is for, that if it's supposed to heal something, I hope that it heals everything over time as scheduled. I know the doctor probably let you know what's supposed to happen, like, how long it should take for everything to be better. And I hope all that happens for you, Tracy. Okay, let me see. Jamaica said, hello everyone in the chat. Chris said, praying for you, Tracy. Yes. TNT Family Show said, no, that is separate. And I get food stamps as well. Okay. TNT said both. Okay, that's separate. The card that she gets on her insurance, that's separate, she said. Okay, Coffee said, praying for lovely Tracy Anderson. Brandon said, got my friend. Remember my doggy says hi to you when he says hi to you again. But he left my room. He says hello. Okay, tell him I said hello, Brianna. Let me see. Booby said exactly. Okay. Be Well Magazine came in. That's my sister, y'all. Y'all know I call her Booby regardless. But that's Be Well Magazine said exactly. She said hello to Brianna and Chris. Welcome to the TNT Family Show. Said I need to cut down on that junk food. That's what I'm thinking. Like I don't want to start trying to put fat decisions on other people who might not be fat. I'm gonna have those decisions because I'm fat. But I want one day I plan to lose the weight, y'all. But when I lose it, I'm not gonna then think that those things are good. I'm gonna think that those are the things that got me in the situation that I was in. I want to forever stay away from it. That's what I'm gonna think. I'm thinking like, who came up with this mess anyways? Like, okay, let me. Tracy Anderson said, I haven't had this procedure done in a few years because of my blood pressure not being able to, or them not being able to sedate her. She checked it before. She checked it before I came in. It was 126/78. Now that's good, right? I think that's a good blood pressure, right? Well, good. I'm glad that your blood pressure got to the numbers that it needed to be for you to be able to have it. I hope you feel better, Tracy. I hope you feel better. Good Food said, it's a give and take situation, obese versus malnourished. Now, Good Food isn't based. Wait a minute now. I gotta debate that a little bit. Good Food. It's not. If you don't get the cookies and cake, if you don't get the junk foods, let me just say, because I'm thinking I don't know what other thing that they could be talking about. But if you don't get the junk foods that they're talking about, it does not mean that you'll be malnourished. It means that you'll be more nourished with the foods and vitamins and everything that you need. That's what it means. Because an obese person, to tell you the truth, an obese person can get obese without eating junk food. Like they're not gonna stop obesity with that. Somebody who wanna eat, unless you're taking off pasta, high carbs, and all that kind of stuff, and then even if you do that, if you sit up there and gorge on anything, you're gonna be obese. The junk food may help and contribute to it, but an obese person can love to eat them some rice. They can love to eat them some beans. And if you sit there and gorge on anything, you can be obese. So I don't know if that will be like, do you want to be obese or malnourished? Good Food, did you mean to say that? Or explain to me. Good Food said it should be a limit on how much you can spend on that. Now I can get with that. Good Food, I can get with that. If you say a limit, then I can see that. Because if your children primarily eat healthy, and if they have a cookie hour, every now and then, I don't believe that that's going to hurt them. If they are having a birthday party or if y'all celebrate something, you go get a cake, I don't believe that's going to hurt them because they had a piece of cake. But I think if they limit the percentage, at least they're saying, okay, we're forcing you to have more of a balanced diet. You won't be able to buy so many processed foods. You won't be able to buy a whole bunch of soda. You're going to be forced to give them something to drink. So at that point, you're going to have to give them water. Good Food, that's where I think I am with that. I'm thinking that maybe you shouldn't just like strip it from anybody, but maybe you should give them a percentage of foods to help teach balance, because some people, it's just a learning situation going on. They don't know what these foods are doing. They just giving the kids what they want. They have not sat down and internalized what's really happening. So if you can help them to give some kind of balance to it, that could even help. Let me see. Let me see. It should be a limit on how much you can spend on the items other than shopping. I'm sorry, not shopping. Other than stopping the purchase, just limit the purchase. That's what I think. Good Food. Booby said true. TNT said I always drink water and sometimes I drink cranberry juice. Okay. Be Well said, me too. I love me some dark chocolate. Yes, I am a dark chocolate lover. TNT said, my daughter has always drank water and sometimes juice. Only sometimes soda. Right. Like moderation is it. The thing about anything that you eat or drink is moderation. So I think that they should rethink that. and say, how can we help people, even if they not realizing that they are being helped? How can we do that by just um allowing a balance of the things so that they can be buying things, to help them buy things in moderation? They should relook at that. Good for you. You're in Texas. You need to like see what you can, what people can rally together, and maybe it won't, like you said, it won't work. So if it does not work, I think that's an option. And I can't imagine nobody being that high end level and then think about, in political views and decisions, they didn't think about the fact that you could just limit it. Like, that's kind of weird that they wouldn't think about that. But that seems to be a very considerable option. To me, I think so. Let's see. TNT said, my daughter has always... Okay, I got that. Lovey Tracy Anderson has been a supporter of It's Grandma's World for 9 months, y'all. 9 months Tracy has been supporting this channel. I appreciate you so much, Tracy. Y'all need to know that if you are not a member, like, because I don't see a lot of green in the screen today. Y'all know I love to see green in the screen. I don't see a lot of green in the screen today. If you are not a member, please go ahead and grab a membership to It's Grandma's World. I have a $4.99 membership and a $6.99 membership, and you can decide to be one or the other. I bring content every day. I think my channel is about a year and a half old, and I think I missed, I'm not sure, I think by like 5 minutes I missed posting content one day. I think it was like 12:05 at night. I was like, I forgot to post today. That was like probably like a year ago. So every day I have content, mostly shorts. I try to come live 2 to 3 times a week. And I periodically make videos. Y'all need to try to make a decision to become a member to the channel to support, okay? Okay, let me see. Brianna said, and also super stickers and super chats are available. I'm a monetized channel, and I also get gifts. If you see the little gift box at the bottom of the screen on the right-hand side, you'll see, and that's the way that you can see gifts. That's the way that some of the people have already dropped gifts in the channel. I appreciate y'all. Okay, let me see. Water is good for you, for your body. Gamma, absolutely. I love water. That's all I have to force myself to like do juices and stuff like that because I'm mostly too lazy to make them, and then they're very expensive out of the grocery store. But I still try to buy those sometimes just so that I can get some other things into my body that's good for me, like beets and stuff like that. Even though I love to eat beets, but it's just like, I'm probably not going to go get a beet, cook it. And so that's the easiest way. So, yes. Okay, let me see. Mike said, heck yeah, dark chocolate is considered healthy here. Also, it's really tasty, too. Now, it is the thing. I don't think it's healthy the way I be eating it. But it is supposed to be a good, heart-healthy thing to eat. Dark chocolate is supposed to be good for your heart. That makes me feel better about it. I just got to get my mind together that I won't be needing 5 and 6 pieces of it. I can just get the 2 and 3 pieces and be okay with it. That's my problem. Let me see. Chris said, thank you for your membership, Tracy. Let me see. I just said that. Okay. Renee React said, that sounds fair. Only a percentage. Renee, I think that sounds fair. I think that's the thing right there. And I'm just wondering if that came across the table, why did they say no to that? If it did, and I can't see it not, why did you say no to that? Like, I don't know. Now, that's when you're trying to control something, because I think even though I was on board with it, when Good Food said that, I'm like, no, that's a compromise. That's something that can happen. I can see that. Let me see. Chris said, but not everyone gets those benefits. So who are we to judge what others should and should not get? Okay, so when we think about that in terms of food and in terms of trying to dictate what somebody gets based on their income level, okay, across the board, I think decisions like that is made. It's almost like if you go to a car lot, if your credit or if your finances don't allow you to get whatever car on the lot, and they say these are the ones you can choose from, I think life is kind of set up on status in some way, shape, or form. If it's a house, you go try to buy a house. They're like, you ain't got enough house money for that. We're not giving you a loan for that. You got to go pick from one of those houses if you want a house. So I think it's a lot like anything in life. Like, if you are not in a financial status for a lot of different things in life, you're not going to have the choices of other people. And the food is just one thing. That's just one thing. Like, I ain't got my hair done all the time. And I had to pay for my hair when I didn't go. And I keep finding all these locticians that want to charge your arm and leg, and I ain't going there. That means I can't afford that. I can't go. It ain't like you keeping it from me. It's like I just can't go. So I don't know if I agree with that, Chris, but it's a good point. It's a good point. I can see people being worried about people trying to separate people by financial status, but that is the way of America, basically. We are judged by what we have. If we're not judged, we have opportunities that are different. Some people may have, that's just like saying when they give out grants for school. They say if you're the first graduate in your family. They say if you're a black woman entrepreneur. They say if you got this grade point average, then yes, you apply for this grant, then you'll get it. They separate us this kind of way. Why can't my child get paid, or not get paid, but get their education paid for just because they were not the first graduate in the family? Why is it that my family can't get a house that's big enough for me and my family to sleep in or live in because my job only pays me this? I think a lot of things in life is judged on that. And then when you are in a situation where you have to get assistance, you have to know that because they're not going to go around giving millionaires the assistance, there's going to be some guidelines to make sure that the people who are getting it are actually people who need it so that they can have enough for the people that they're trying to service. That could be a issue in it. I don't know. And I see what you're saying about dictating, because it is kind of like dictating the situation, but when you're at the mercy of people, you have to, there's gonna be some dictation. If I go live with my mother and if it's her house, she gonna dictate like, over here you're not gonna be able to do whatever. Or if my daughter come here, I'm gonna be like, I don't want you doing whatever. I'm gonna dictate because she at my mercy and it's my space that you need. Or I'm at my mom's mercy and it's her space that I need. So I don't know, Chris. Let's talk about that. Brianna said, get my friend, what happened to our nails? It was pink and it was so gorgeous on you. They came off. I wear nails sometimes. I don't always wear nails. My daughter's a nail tech, so whenever I want to get my nails done, I just go get my nails done. But a lot of times I don't want to be bothered with that. So sometimes, Brianna, probably most of the time, I'm not going to have my nails done. When I get them, I'm going to show them to you, though. I know you look forward to the nails, and I'll show you the nails, but I don't do nails all the time. It's very rare that I'm going to do anything more than what I have to do. Natural hair, most of the time natural face. I just don't be doing a lot of stuff. So I don't have my nails done all the time. But next time I get it done, I'll make sure I show you, okay? Let me see. Good Food said, but it's just like put a lock on the refrigerator. Laugh out loud. You can't do it. So why are they allowed to? So Good Food is saying that she feels like you putting a lock on parts of the store. Like you locking me out of all the opportunities I can have in the store. And that is a matter of opinion. If some people feel like you're not gonna stop or make people all feel the same way. I feel like thanks for, getting the world healthier. Chris feels like you got a bigger plan, by starting out with that. Good Food is saying you try to limit me and put a lock on something, that should be open to everybody. Those are different opinions. Those are different valid opinions. They're all valid. I think they're all valid. Hey, Tasha. Let me see. What I'm going now. Okay, I'll see you later, TNT. Let me see. Good Food said, open the packages. Let me see. On another line. We conversated. Good Food said, open the packages on another line. We're talking right now. Good Food is a mess. It's so many of them, y'all. It just, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them, I think, y'all. And this is some more buried up under there. Oh my God. Okay. Chris said, right, Good Food. Oh, Chris, you gonna agree with her. Lord. Chris said, she'll see this. Here we go. Chris, get ready to get started. She'll see this in about 10 minutes. I wonder, was it 10 minutes ago? Good Food said, some kids get their weight from snacks. Yep, some kids can get their weight from snacking a lot with inappropriate food, because good food, you cannot tell me if you say you want a snack, they say yeah, and you cut up a half an apple. You say you want a snack, and you get wait, the Surrett text me, y'all. No, I'm getting ready to catch up. If you get a snack and say, I'm gonna get some celery with some little peanut butter on it, y'all gonna bake it, fill it up with peanut butter, y'all top it off with some raisins, that is not going to get them overweight. What snacks are we introducing to the children is what's getting them fat. Good food. I don't agree with that. If you consider snacks like a candy bar or chips, okay, yep, I would have to agree. But if you're conscious about the type of snacks you're giving your kids, and you get them, if they're not used to it, you get them acquired to the taste, or if they're used to it, you introduce it more as an option, I believe that the kids will be okay. It's what we are deciding to give them inside of the households a lot, and the way we might prepare foods, what we pick out for snacks, all of that kind of thing. Those things are the activity that we get the kids to get involved in. All of that contributes. All that contributes to them getting fat. Let me see, or them getting their weight. Okay, let me see. Hey, Tea Time with Chrissy. I just got to Chrissy. Okay, let me see. Jamaica Queen lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that at all. But give them enough to buy these healthy foods. People lead to junk food because it's least expensive. Yes, like Jamaica Queen. Like, it's a lot of things that you can get. I don't know, everything's expensive, and I think everything is expensive. But like prior to this big inflation thing with food, the chips used to be like a big old bag for like 99 cents. The candy bars were cheaper. The cakes, the little Debbie cakes or cakes like that was so much cheaper. And it was the cheapest thing for people to get. Like Good Food said, to like pop in, for a snack or whatever. But now those things are so expensive. They're not cheap like they used to be no more. So they just as expensive, if not more expensive than a lot of things. But that is the truth, that those things used to be least expensive. It was the easiest thing to get. Let me see. Hey, Caitlin. Good Food said I used to weigh 120 pounds until I started purchasing the Little Debbie snacks, Star Crunch oatmeal pies. Here, let me see. They have help you in your journey. Yes. Now, see, I never ever had an oatmeal pie. I know people talk about never had an oatmeal pie. I don't know. Did you say? Debbie Star Crunch oatmeal. Okay, I never had a little Debbie snack before, y'all, and I never had an oatmeal pie in my life. I never had one because I don't like that kind of. I remember back in the day, I used to have like Suzy Q's. I like the Hostess donuts, stuff like that. But for some reason, I never had a oatmeal pie or a little Debbie. I don't like that kind of cake. Like, I like cake. Like, I want to like how sheet cakes are, like a birthday kind of like cake. I like cake. I don't like that. My family was from the country, so like if we did cake, we did cake. Like, Booby, if you still in here, let me know if Mama and Daddy ever bought Debbie cakes or oatmeal pies. I don't remember ever seeing that in our household, so I didn't know that about that. And so we had like fatty foods. Like, my daddy was cooking pig feet and potato salad. That's where our weight came from, like food. We didn't have like a lot of stuff. Booby, if you still in here too, put in here like what did I don't remember Mom and them like having like, how like you buy snacks for the kids. I don't remember them saying like, here, I bought these snacks for y'all to snack on. I do not remember that in my life, y'all. They literally got up and cooked that breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and when it felt like a Sunday dinner every day, like we had like real fat that we was gaining, like fat. It wasn't like processed food fat or like maybe too much sugar fat. It was like food fat. That's when we was mama cooking in lard, like that kind of stuff. That's where we got our way from. But I hope my sister is in here so she let me know. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm scrolling down, y'all. How long ago was that Good Food? Oh my God, Lord. I don't drink soda. It's not good for us, right? No, it's not. Jamaica Queen said, thank you, Brianna. Just saw your comment. Chris said, I was waiting for you to say something. Y'all get ready to get started up in here. Good Food said, I weigh 120 pounds when I was like 16 and now I'm 40. Now, every bit 130. Good Food. That's not a real bad Good Food. That's not real bad. I'll take that. Run me that 230. Give it to me if you don't want it. Let me see. Chris said, welcome. Stress said, girl, good food. I want to go back to those days. Yes. Let me see. Chris said, let me see. The last time I was skinny was 2004. Okay. Good food said, now don't do me. I love my weight. Okay. I don't want to be little. Right. Yeah, that's not no desire for me. Good food said, I'm gonna post the picture. But I was posting good food so we can see. Post it. Let me see. It's all good. But my bad. Chris said, oh no, she said laugh out loud. Hey, blessings. How you doing, blessings? Hey, get my chat my y'all. I got a premiere that I have to do. Blessings had this. Okay, she didn't put a name to the pasta, so I was gonna call it no sauce pasta. I did a video of it, and I'm gonna do it as a premiere. Watch it with y'all on the premiere. I was supposed to do it yesterday, then I was supposed to do it today, but then I said I'm gonna come live today. So most likely I might do it tomorrow. So I did that recipe. I made that recipe, good food. I mean not good food, blessings, and it came out so good. Like literally, you do not need a sauce. You do not need a sauce. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. So yes, so I made that. So y'all see that coming soon. Let me see. Sarah said, I don't think I was ever skinny. I was never skinny. I definitely didn't weigh what I weigh now, but I was never what you call skinny ever. I remember losing weight down to, and that was when I was younger, down to 160 pounds before. I remember that. And that's about it. I don't remember like being lower than that. I mean, unless I was a kid before that at all. Okay, let me see. Jamaica Queen said, hi, blessings. Hi, Saret. She said, Tea Time said, why don't my gifts show up? Tea Time, I told you sometimes that's why the content creators, when I send y'all gifts, that's why y'all see it from Get Your Big Ass Up. When I send a gift, I got to log out of Instagram or grab another phone, go to Get Your Big Ass Up because the gift box is there. It's not on Instagram. I'm going to have to chat with YouTube and see. I'm going to chat with them and see what's been the issue with some of my accounts. I can see the gift box. On other accounts, I can't see it. It's the weirdest thing, but that's what's happened. I don't know what's causing it. If it's something you gotta like activate or something, I don't know what it is. Let me see. Blessed said, and here, let me see, and here. I'm trying to gain 10 pounds back. I know that's right, Blessed. You know you in a good space anytime you trying to gain some weight. Let me see. Good Food says, blessings, go get you some Little Debbie cakes. Oh my God. And VH1, you'll definitely have them 10 pounds. What is VH1? Tape. Chrissy has been a supporter for my channel for 10 months. Thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate your consistent support. I appreciate that for 10 months. Man, this chat might not be green today, but it is some long-term supporters that are in there, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate every member. That's what I always be trying to do. I think I'm going to start doing periodic, when I do any kind of giveaways, if it's anything to be won, in 1 minute, I'm going to say you have to be a member to win it. In 1 minute, I'm about to say that, y'all. I'm telling y'all. 1 minute, I'm going to say that you have to be a member to win it for the majority of the time. Maybe, like, I'll do, like, every 5th time I give some away, then I'll give it to a subscriber. Then 4 more times, because some people are just loyal to the soil. And I really appreciate that as far as contributing and making things, a lot of the things possible that I do on the channel by having those memberships. Okay, Mike said, it is still healthier to eat a ½ pound of dark chocolate than milk one. Yep, it is. And healthy food, and healthy food is all for it. You're all for it? Trying to say I'm all for it? When I started to eat healthier, I made these little changes that helped me a bunch. I get that, Mike. And like I said, I don't care what people see, like physically or whatever. I really do have a lot of healthy habits that I try to incorporate in my life daily. I don't care if it's the point that 95% of the time I drink water. I used to put so much dressing on my salads and I barely put it on there now. I'm trying to like wean myself from that as much as possible. Like for the last 3 years, I've been putting less and less and less. I used to eat very junky salads where it had like a lot of ingredients in it, even though they were a lot of vegetables. But sometimes when you put a little of this, and that, it's taking up your carb content. It can be taking up some sugar. Like with the bacon bits, I used to have bacon bits. I haven't had bacon bits like 2 weeks, y'all. And that's major for me. So literally now my salads have went, y'all seen I did a mukbang before, and I think the salad was 15 ingredients. That's how junky my salads used to be. So now for the basic salad I have every day, because I really eat salad just about every day. I might eat some other stuff, but I eat salad at least once a day. I literally have lettuce, onions, the tortilla strips on there, and almonds. And then when I have salmon, I add the salmon to it. That's it. So that's good for me. It's good for me. And then I also have started with the balsamic vinegar dressings. So like I love my French. It's hard for me to get away from it. My doctor told me don't do fat-free. If you're going to do it regular, because those artificial sweeteners are worse for you. So instead of the fourth cup, probably half a cup of dressing I used to have on my salads, I now literally try to stick to the 2 tablespoons. And then sometimes I try to use a half of the 1 tablespoon of the French and 1 tablespoon of the vinaigrette. So I'm making small changes. It's just that I have to be more and Sarat, I have to be more, continuous on getting it done. Sarat is texting me the craziest stuff, y'all. She always try to break my spirits, y'all. She don't want y'all to see how she break my spirits behind these text messages. Okay, Jamaican Queen Lifestyle said, friend from, long time, Brianna. Sarat said, good food, maybe when I was in middle school, I always had chubby cheeks. Okay, Sarat said, thanks for supporting the channel, Chrissy. Let me see. Mike said, it is also harder to eat healthier in America, I believe. Okay, we don't have a lot of corn products. Okay, let me see. In Europe and EU is really strict. Okay, with food and quality of food. People say that after moving to EU, they lose weight. But you know what? A lot of places are like that, y'all. Like America, we have access to all this stuff, but it's some other places that don't even allow all this crazy stuff in their countries. They don't even allow it because they know that it's crazy and they protect their people. So this whole thing and all this big, why we're the most obese and all that kind of stuff is because they let us do anything. Like other countries, their political, electives are protecting them from this stuff. They don't want all those medical costs and all that kind of stuff. They prevent it from even letting that happen in their countries. I love that. He said they lose a lot of weight. Hey, Angel Mom. Hey, get my chat. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Thanks for coming in. And that's interesting, right, Chris? Let me see. Hi, Angel Mom. Jamaican Queen Lifestyle is saying. Okay, wait. She didn't open the packages yet. Oh, let me see. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm going to do this live on this conversation. And then when I hang up the live, I'm going to go over there and get your big ass stuff in packages. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so Rest said, whose fault is this? Who thought up a deep topic during the haul? Actually, I did. So that's why I said, I started this saying I want to bring up this topic because I did want to talk about it. And then I said I was going to open the packages while we talked. But it's hard for me to do 2 things at once. So we end up just talking about the topic. Oh, okay, let me see. Hey, Ace of Spades. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Ace of Spades. Blessings said, thank you, Blessings of Angel Mom and Saran and Chris. And, okay, I'm not going to go back. I'm trying to I can go back on this one. Try to go back and say thank you to Tea Time with Chrissy. Thank you to all my members because I appreciate y'all. Oh, let me see. Love Me Tracy Anderson. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? I think that was it. I said Chris Surratt. I think that was it. Thank you for everybody who is blessings. Everybody who is green in the screen. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss nobody, y'all. Because the second I start trying to, Angel Mom, when I start trying to memorize it, that's what I forget. I'm so bad with that. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay. Blessings said, the most unhealthy food is the least expensive. Yes, even with today's inflation. Yes. Yeah, it is because they want you to buy it. They want to make it enticing enough for you to buy. I was looking at somebody gonna get me, but I was looking at this a video the other day and it was showing the mom making fruit what you call them, not fruit roll-ups, but the gummy bears. She made the gummy bears. Now granted, she did take the Tropicana fruit juice, which is probably gonna be just as bad, but I'm sure she bypassed maybe some other things that they put in the gummy bears, and then she put gelatin in there. She made her own gummy bears. But the fact that you don't have to take that Tropicana juice, you can literally juice your own juice out of whatever. You can do like apple or any kind of juice. I mean, any kind of oranges, maybe strawberries. Juice it, mix it with gelatin, pop it in the I don't, did she refrigerate or freeze it? I think she put it in the refrigerator and make your own gummy bears just that fast. You can have the same version. I mean, not the same version, the same thing in a different, healthier version. It take work sometimes. We be wanting convenience. We be wanting quick. We be wanting fast. We want cheap. We want all that. We don't want to put the work in. That's with everything though. With everything. Anything that comes quick like that is going to cost you more. We got to put in a lot of areas of our life. We got to put in work. Let me see. Blessing said hostess back in the day was the bomb. Yes. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. Get my dear Sarah. She stay doing me good food. She stay. Let me see. Let me say, okay. Let me Tracy. Okay, I'm getting ready to go in. Okay, we're praying for you, Tracy. My grandma's house never had snacks. Just my house. Right. I gotta think. I think my sister left, but I did. Shamani, are you still in here? If you in here, tell your sister, I mean your mom, to get on here and tell me if we ever had snacks in our house. Cause I almost want to know that now, y'all. Dang, I ain't got my other phone. Shamani, if you still in here, tell your mom to jump in the chat right quick. Okay, Caddy said my mom bought us sandwich cookies. Oh, I do. It seems like I do remember that. Sandwich cookies, yes, for our school lunch. But she had Archway cook. Well, we did have Archway. We had Archway cookies. Yes, we did. We had the windmill cookies, and Archway used to have these dark chocolate, like double chocolate. They were brown, dark brown cookies. I remember that. Okay, we did have that. Okay, we only had soda on Fridays and Saturdays with our burgers and fries. Okay. Hey, Shusha. Hey, Caddy. I love my 80 so much. I love you too, boo boo. Let me see. Her said hello for Germany. Hi, her. Thanks for coming in. You're like 41. I got 41 likes. Okay, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Shamani said, hey, Ashley. Her is saying hi to Chris. Chris is welcoming everybody in. Aiden, give Lexi a treat, please. Lexi is sitting up here. I had to bring her dog bed so she could get from up under me because I thought I needed the rest of the couch for y'all to see the gifts, the packages. And so I had to put her a bed down there so she could let me have some room. Surette said, hey, Shamani, your 80 is behind. She will see you in. See you in chat in about 2 minutes. Surette, I'm getting down here. Katie said, I used to love Susie Q also. They were so good. They are not the same, but they used to be so good. Over the years, the taste has changed. It tastes like some kind of, I stopped eating a Susie Q probably like 10, 15 years ago. But Katie, they have a recipe. It ain't even no hard recipe. Literally, it's make your own cake. Make your own cake. Cut it in half. Put the whipped cream in the inside of it. Put the put the other piece of cake on there and cut it. See, I don't want to talk about it too much, but do it, Kat, if you want to. I hope I don't end up doing it. Man, I hope I don't end up doing it. Okay, Shabani said, 10 minutes to Red Lord Albert Ketchup, please. Blessing says, good food, that if I allow, I might just have to. What good food say? Oh, she must be way up there. Okay. Let me see. I might just have to. Okay, let me see. Blessing said, good food, laugh out loud. I might just have to. Okay. Katie said, wow. She way up there in the chat. Oh, y'all. No, wait, y'all always tell me that then if I go fast, then boom, I'm at the bottom. Let me see. Not possible, Shimani. Shimani said, that's true. My 80 is the healthiest person in her family. She also has lost so much weight from back in the day. Shimani, I done gained half that weight back. You know, Goodwill, I done gained more than half of that weight back. Yeah, right. Let me see. Shimani said, I can't believe I've gone my whole 29 years of life without eczema, and now my arms in the last 2 months have eczema. Don't know how that's possible. Shimani, I'm gonna send you some of my cream for my eczema. Remind me when I get off this live. Send me your address. Text me your address now so I can send you some tomorrow. Okay. Hey, Gray, how you doing? Thanks for liking. Okay, Katie said, Shamani, it's possible, never had during childhood and got in your early 20s. Really? Okay, it's nighttime there, Gray. Mike said, I'm here to learn something new. Thank you. No, that's not Mark. That's Martin. Martin, let me call you Martin. That's Martin. Martin, I'm a subscriber to your channel too. You're here to learn something new. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, because I think we're already connected. Somebody said, Katie, why is this happening? I don't know. Maybe something you're eating, probably something that can be put in the water. Your body's hormones or whatever could be changing. It could be anything. Double tap that screen, the Grace said. Okay, now look at me down at the bottom. Y'all didn't talked about being at the bottom. That always happen. I'm gonna stop listening when y'all say that, because I do not be that far behind. Let me see. Katie says Shamani not sure, but it eventually went away. That mess had me wearing long sleeves all in the summer. Yeah, Shamani, remind me to send your Zima cream out, because that's what helped to clear up Imani's eczema. Remember she had eczema real bad when she got to Arizona, and she was using the body butter to clear it up. So remind me to send it. Yes. So Sherette had me flying down to the bottom. It is at the bottom. So now Sherette, now that I'm at the bottom, what did you have to say? Because I'm at the bottom with no more comments. Let me see. Let me see. Gray's laughing. Sherette said, thank God. I mean, not Sherette. Chris said, thank God. Yes, y'all. So that was my opinion. Now that I'm not at the bottom of the live. That was my opinion about the food stamps. And then I love the opinion that Good Food had about it being a percentage. I can definitely respect the opinion that Chris had about saying, no, that could be a start of something that is much more major to, try to dictate to people what they can eat. So that can be respected. So it's a lot of different opinions. We got to see. Like I said, it's called Senate Bill 379. And they passed the first part of it. We got to see if they're going to... Good Food says she thinks they will. See if they're going to pass the second part of it. But it's good to know that... be informed that they are trying to do this in more than one state. So it could be already happening in a state near you or in your state or whatever. But Texas is the one that I heard about, because my cousin lives in Katy, Texas. So she sent that to me, and I looked at maybe I shared on my wall. I might share it on my community wall so that you guys can take a look at it to see like what's going on with it, and to see if there's anything that you guys can do as far as the voting on it, if you're for it or against it, or just to stay tuned to see what might be the outcome for like you, a family member, or somebody you know, or just to share the information in your community. So yes, y'all. So I'm gonna retitle this live, because all we did was talk. I should have just said chat and surprise y'all with the packages. But I do have to still open up all these packages. But I'm gonna go take a break, come back with it. That's what I'm gonna do, Good Food. I'm gonna take a break, and now I'm hungry because I didn't even eat today yet, y'all. So I'm getting ready to probably go have a salad, and then after I finish eating, I'm probably gonna come back probably at about 2. I'll schedule it for 2. Yeah, I'm thinking about 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. And then I'll come back and we're going to open up all these packages, okay? All right, thank y'all so much for coming in. I appreciate all the people all the people who sent the super chats and the gifts up there. I see that I did. I got 43 likes, y'all. 24 in the building. You better run that chat, girl. 24 people in the building. Y'all know that's good for me. Everybody who is new, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Everybody who's new, make sure you come back to the channel. Everybody who's old and new, make sure you catch up on all my shorts. Y'all, I've been working hard to get those shorts out there for y'all. Y'all go look at my shorts. Like the ones that you like. Catch the videos if you've missed them. Stay tuned for my premieres. I got 2 premieres coming up. One with pasta salad and one with the eggplant that I made. Eggplant parmesan. Those 2 premieres are coming up this week. And is that it? And think about becoming not a subscriber. Yes, a subscriber. But think about becoming a member to It's Grandma's World, y'all. I be working for y'all. Okay? So y'all make sure y'all come back at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. In about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll be coming back to open up these packages, y'all. For real, I'm going to open them up. I'm going to change the thumbnail and the title to this live, and then we're going to open up the packages for real, at 2 o'clock. Okay, yeah. Okay, thanks for coming in. Hey, Taya, you jumping in here? We jumping off. Come back at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, Taya. So I can. Oh Lord. Taya gonna talk about me, y'all, because Taya, we have to go ahead and open up all these packages right here. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Now, this ain't packages that I just got. They literally packages that's been coming in like probably, I don't know, probably like 3 weeks old now. And I gotta even remember what's in them. I don't even remember what's in them. I gotta open up to see what was what. I don't remember what I ordered, but we gonna find out. We gonna find out. It's between Amazon, Temu, I think between just those two. I don't think TikTok. I don't mess with TikTok too much. They charge too much for shipping. I like free shipping. Free shipping. Look at Thread. Yes, hi. She want to jump on that bandwagon. But we coming back at 2 o'clock. Y'all make sure y'all come back. I'll see y'all later. I can't.